Right, welcome to Thursday's video, dog, where I'm going to try and find a better protein bar. Obviously I really do like this one, that one, but they can average about 270 or 250 if you're lucky, if you can find them, which is way too expensive for something about 60 grams worth of chocolate. So I've got a selection of bars here and I'm going to try and find one that's a little bit cheaper that actually tastes good, because I've tried so many before but they just don't really taste that good. So I've got some trial bars here and I'm going to get stuck in and have a little bit of each one, see which one's good. I'll put the prices on the screen and we can get going. So first up we have Yes Bar, which is this much money. Open up and have a little try. Tough.
12 seconds later.
So this one here is only 10 grams of protein, but it is in a fully recyclable packaging, which is pretty good, but only 10 grams of protein, which is not great for a protein bar. So that one's on the maybe list. Next up we have Battle Bites. This one's 20 grams of protein and is this much money. That was already a lot better than the other one. Yeah, that one's pretty good. And 20 grams of protein, which is Carlo agrees. Next up we have this, which is 18.6 grams of protein in the bar. It's the Tesco Protein Bar. I didn't even know they did protein bars. So I saw it literally yesterday. I think I've got a cup of tea because having this many protein bars. It's first. So the Tesco one is this much. You can tell I've done my research before doing this video.
Ten seconds later. 1 minute, 37 seconds later.
That's really chewy.
Much later.
Oh, okay. So we've had one crunchy, one really soft, and the Tesco one's really chewy. I feel like I'll have a jaw ache by the time I get through finishing the rest of that bar. So probably because it's the cheapest, £1.50, but you'll burn all the calories off just by chewing. Next up we have a protein wafer bar by NOVO. This one's 12 grams of protein wafer bar, so I'm not really thinking it's going to be too filling. Just a wafer bar. Nothing really too special about that one. Yeah. I don't think I'll be buying any more of those. I don't think that will fill me up at all. Next up we have one actually by Musclefood themselves. Musclefood being a very good website for getting all kinds of everything you need for fitness, basically. This one is 15 grams of protein, which is it's quite a lot for something that's in a 45 gram bar. have a look at this one. Kind of looks like a Mars bar, if you can see that. That one's definitely top of my list at the moment. And salted caramel as well, that's really tasty, that's full of flavour. Oh, and it's this much. I will put the price on for everything. That, currently number 1, Musclefood's own brand protein bar. Next up we have Nature Valley's protein salted caramel nut bar, which is only 10 grams of protein. I have had one of these before and they are really good. In fact, I think I've had like 3 or 4 right after each other because they're that good. But they're tough. Tell you what, if they had more protein in them, they would definitely be my number 1, but because they've only got 10 grams in, it's not really worth it. Next up we have Pulsin plant-based protein. This one is caramel and chocolate peanut butter. 13 grams of plant-based protein. So let's have a little look at this one. Is this much. It's a weird texture. Kind of like those ones you get at the Aldi checkout, paleo bars. Not amazing. I'll eat it, but I wouldn't buy it. Next up, Trek bars. I think they're kind of a well-established brand of Trek. 10 grams of protein, high in fibre. This one's dark chocolate and sea salt. This one is this much. Let's have a good taste of this. Ooh. This is going to be very crunchy. Damn. Yeah. I'm prone to migraines. If I had a whole bar of that, I think I would have a headache at the end. Probably second to last, I would say. Next up we have PhD Smart Bars. Now these used to be £1 each. You get a box of 12 for £12 quite easily. I went to Holland Barrett yesterday and they've gone up to £2.50 each, which I don't think is worth it. Obviously that's for the full size ones, not these small 23, 30, whatever 32 gram ones. They're for the full size ones. But I don't think they were worth £1 each anyway when they were that much, because they don't taste very good. I've had these before. I've got birthday cake, which is because it was my birthday this week. Unless they've changed the recipe. But with these, I believe they are palm oil free, which is the only plus I think these ones have. I mean, the birthday cake one does taste really good, but if you want off-tasting chocolate, sure, go with those. But if you actually have a proper taste, don't bother. Next up we have whatever this is. Never heard of this brand before. I read reviews on it. Apparently it's like a Milky Bar or something similar, but a protein Milky Bar, so I'm quite excited to have this one. I probably had my whole protein bar just by doing this video. That much will do. Oh, and this one is this much.
2,000 years later.
It's a dog trying to break through the bar. You want a drink, don't you, Carlo? So this one's 20 grams of protein, milk-based protein. Do you want a protein bar? I think he does. You're not going to get one. Obviously, number one, way too expensive. Also, number one, number two would be number one if it was bigger. That's the only thing that ironically named for fuel bars. Don't leave me full up. That's the correct word to use. They're about 20 grams too light. That perfect, just too expensive. So, in how many what here? 9. 9th place. PhD. I've tried basically all their flavours, from the cocoa one to the popcorn one, which is probably the second best one. Birthday cake, just really not hitting the mark at all. Like that they are palm oil free. That's the only thing they got going for them, really. So that is a 9. In 8th place, I like the paper. It's fully recyclable, plant-based protein. Not enough protein in there. That's my 8th place. Just a bit too chunky, a bit too, yeah. Not my favourite. Next up, Trek bars. Again, only 10%, 10 grams of protein in there. Will cause headaches if you eat the whole bar, if you're prone to migraines like myself. It's so crunchy. That's probably what you get from a nut bar, but won't be buying those again. 9th, 8th, 7th. In the next place, I don't even know what place we're in right now. These are okay. This one, Pulsin. Okay, just a bit of weird texture, but okay for protein wise. 13 grams of protein in there. Wouldn't leave me filled up again. Just a little bit too light, but that is 50 grams packed into a little bar like that. So it's pretty good. Vegan, soy-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. So just not really for me. Next up was the Tesco one. Really good value, £1.50. You get nearly 20 grams of protein in there. It's just, you burn it all off chewing it because it's so chewy. My jaw started to ache just by having that little bit. So not so good. That's in 6th place. In 5th place, the Wafer bar. Really good, 12 grams of protein, really light kind of snack, really tasty. It's just a wafer bar, but yeah, just if it had a little bit more protein on it, it probably would have scored a little bit higher. I probably will buy these again, just as a little light after running snack. 4th place, this again. If it had more protein in it, it would score a lot higher, but because that's just so tasty. As I said, I've had 4 of these in a row. I've just bought a whole pack and just nommed them all the way home from work once. That was very naughty of me, but really good. Just wish they had a little bit more, pardon me, a little bit more protein in them. Now, top 3, bronze place. These definitely, it's falling apart. Oh, it comes in, does it come in two bars? No, it's just broken. Battle Bites. This is caramel and pretzel flavour. 20 grams of protein, really good, really nice texture. Just really good. I'll definitely buy these again. Depending on the price, which I've done no research on. Yeah, good one. In 2nd place is Musclefood's own brand, salted caramel. It's like a Mars bar. It's really tasty. Like you can really taste the salt and the caramel in there. They've just really packed it full of flavour. It's got 15 grams of protein in it, so not the highest amount, but it's just a really good product. And I think you can get 12 of these for £12 in a box. So it's probably one of the best value for money bars with that, for that amount of protein in them. And it's Musclefood, which is a trusted brand. And then my number one, the Milky Bar protein bars are on me, I guess. These, because it is basically just like a Milky Bar. Really good, full 20 grams of protein in there. You don't really need any more than that in a bar. It's a full 65 gram bar. It's just, yeah. I'll definitely be getting more of these if you can see me on this. Sport Informed, so it's actually approved by the body that approves sporting goods, basically. So when it's got a little mark like that on it, you know it's a good bar. So in future, I'll definitely be buying these again, and I'll definitely be buying, falling apart, Battle Bites as well. So these are my best 3 bars that I'll definitely be buying again. Thank you for joining me for this weird kind of out of the blue video where I try and find the best protein bar. I hope you like this setup. It took me a whole 20 minutes, and we've got a camera taped to a tripod over there. You can see the GoPro just hanging on for dear life up here, and it's just died. The GoPro's just died, so I think that signals the end of the video. Bye! See you next week.